Good afternoon, class. Thank you. You can sit down. All right, and today we'll be looking at the different household bills that your families pay, and also we'll correct the exercise that you were given in the previous lesson, and that was based on salaries. Okay, we look at the homework first. It was question 4, question 5, and question 6. A man's basic wage for a 30-hour week is 121 kina 60 toya. In a certain week, he earned 140 kina 40 toya by working overtime. If he worked 5 hours overtime, what is the overtime rate? Anyone wants to answer that question? Siegfried.
3 kina 76 toya.
3 kina?
76 toya.
76 toya. You all got 3 kina 76 toya? Is there anyone who wants me to do it on the board? Huh? Nobody wants me to do it on the board? Okay, one person. A man's basic wage for a 30-hour week is 121 kina 60 toya, which means his basic hourly rate is 121 kina 60 toya divided by 38, which is 3 kina 20 toya. That means 3 kina 20 toya every hour that this person is paid. In a certain week, he earned 140 kina 40 toya, which means to actually get the overtime pay, you get 140 kina 40 toya and you subtract the actual salary, which is what? 19 kina 80 toya, 18 kina 80 toya. That's the actual overtime pay. That means that is made of the basic rate multiplied, sorry, not the basic rate, overtime rate multiplied by the number of hours that this person works overtime. That will give 18 kina 80 toya. Is that right? Okay, if we work 5 hours overtime, what is the overtime rate? So this we don't know. Let's say it's X multiplied by 5 equals 18 kina 80 toya. So the overtime rate is going to be 18 kina 80 toya divided by 5. And that's 3 kina 76. 3 kina 76 toya overtime rate. Clear? Okay, number 5. A man's basic hourly rate is 2 kina 88 toya. Overtime is paid for at a time and a quota. Basic week is 40 hours. How many hours of overtime must he work to earn 136 kina 80 toya for the week? Phone relay.
5 and 7/9 hours.
5 and 7
7
over
over
9
9.
hours. Any other answers? 6 hours. Any other answers? 5.8. Is that 5 and 7 over 9? Okay, that means we have to do the question on the board. A man's basic hourly rate is 2 kina 88. That means his basic wage or his wage without overtime will be 40 kina multiplied by 2 kina 88, which is 115 kina 20 toya. But he has worked and he earns 136 kina 80 toya. So you subtract his basic wage to get the overtime pay that he received. Which is Raylene? What's 136.80 take away 115.20?
20 kina 82.
22 kina?
20 kina 82.
20 kina 80 toya.
21.
Okay.
136 or 160?
20 kina 80 toya or 20 kina? Subtract 115.20 from 136. Is this 115.20? Is this correct? Okay, so 136.80 take away 115.20. Where? I wrote only 136 kina. The question went through two people before it got to the blackboard. So it went through me and went through somebody else. So it didn't be that person. So, okay, let's just see if we can do it this way. 136.80 take away 115.20 will give us 21 kina 60 toya. Okay. This includes the overtime rate and the number of hours multiplied by the number of hours. So if I say overtime rate times the number of hours equals 21 kina 60 toya. Do we know the overtime rate? Okay, it's paid for at 1 and at a time and a quarter. So overtime rate is 1.25 multiplied by 2 kina 88. And then you multiply that by the number of hours, which I will call H, equals 21 kina 60 toya. So what's the overtime rate, Hekoi?
Kina 60 toya.
3 kina 60 toya. So 3 kina 60 multiplied by the number of hours will give 2160. So the number of hours is equal to 6? Are you sure? 6 or 8? 6 hours. Okay, it's 5 and 7/9 if it was 136 kina. Okay. Instead of 136.80. Number 6, Amen is paid a basic hourly rate of 3 kina 20 for a 40-hour week. On weekdays, he is paid overtime at a time and a quarter. His wage for a certain week is 156 kina 80 toya. How many hours of overtime did he work? We.
6 hours.
6 hours. Is that correct? Okay. All right, the next thing we are going to look at is on household bills, and I asked you to go home and find out from your parents the kind of household bills that they pay. I did not ask anyone to cough. Okay. What are the type of household bills that your family pays? Patrick, give me one.
Water bill.
Huh?
Oh, water bill.
Water bills, okay. Esther,
Electricity bills.
electricity bills. Livingston,
Phone bill.
okay, phone bills, telephone. Kila.
Paying cable.
Okay, for cable TV, whatever. What else? Internet. Is that all? Rent, yes. Mortgage, is that the one we call land rates? Or it's still different, okay? How do we spell mortgage? Huh? What else? School fee is not a bill. Gas? Usually you just go and pay cash for gas, huh? Ah. We are not in America, we are in Papua New Guinea. What about garbage bills? I mean, huh? Some people do pay. I will remove it. Yeah, you forgot. Sewage. It comes together with the water bill, so you pay to Edaranu. Okay, what about land rates? If your family owns a house, you pay. If your family owns a property, you pay land rates. I think you pay it per annum. It's about 2,000 kina. Okay, those are some of the household bills. I actually asked some teachers to find out what different things they pay for, and that's what they gave me. Land rate charges for using other channels, which is the same as this one. Okay then. We are going to look at two types of household bills. Electricity bills. I'll have to find out. What I will do is find out from different places what the rates are like for the other bills, and then we can look at them later. Because I have no clue how much you pay for the telephone per unit, the telephone bill. So I'll find that out first. Is it territorial? Not domestic. That's if you pay in Port Moresby only. If you want to ring Buka, you pay 3.60 for 1 minute. So it's different. We'll look at that later. We're going to look at electricity bills now and water bills. Okay, listen, for electricity bills, it's now become a little bit easier because most homes now have easy pay system. And you just go and pay for the number of units and install it, and you can control the amount of electricity that you use. Now, previously, they had to come and read the meter, and then sometimes if you don't pay, you'll find that they'll cut the power off. But now you can't, it's like you control it. Now, what they do is they come and look at the previous reading, and then they get the new reading, and then they take the difference, and then that means that's how many units of electricity that you have used. And then they give certain rates for that. Now, different places offer different rates for electricity bills. So what I've got is just some examples on the different rates that can be used. Let's say, for instance, if you pay, if you use 120 units, like the example I gave on income tax, if you use 820 units of electricity, they will not give a certain rate like it's 20 toya per unit that you use. No, they'll say 20 toya for the first 100 units, then 30 toya for the second 200 units, and then maybe 15 toya for the next how many units? And then after that you calculate and then you pay according to those rates. Okay, we'll do example 1 on the screen, and then I'll explain water bills or water rates, and then you'll do some questions. A householder pays electricity he uses at 5 toya per unit. If he uses 520 units in a quarter, what will his quarterly bill be? Okay, this one is very easy. You pay 5 toya per unit for 520 units. So all you do is you multiply 520 by 5 toya. How much? 36 kina. Huh? 26. So you're going to do question 2 and question 3 and question 4 on electricity bills. I'll go back to that later. I'll just explain how the water bill is calculated. Okay, it should read the rates used to pay for water in NCD are as follows. The water-based charge is 10 kina per month, which means whether you use any water or not, so long as there is a water pipe connected to your house, you pay 10 kina. Okay? Water rates are as follows. For the first 10 kiloliter, no charge. So you can use 10 kiloliters of water. No, you will not be charged for that. But the thing is, you still have to pay 10 kina for a month. That's flat rate. The remainder, you pay 1 kina 20 per kiloliter. And then plus VAT, which is at 10% of the bill. That's added onto it, and then you pay the water bill. Clear? Okay, I didn't come up with this on my own. I actually got it from a water bill. And you will see this information on the water bill. Maybe you should find out how much your parents pay so you don't have to wash 20 times a day. Okay, you do question 2, 3, and 4 on electricity bills, and questions 1 and 2 on water bills, which will come next. And you'll have to do that in 10 minutes. Number 2 finished? Finished? Okay. Question 2. You have to find how many units the man uses if his bill is 50 kina 37 toya and he pays 6.9 toya for every unit. Megan, can you tell us your answer?
730 units.
Okay, correct. 730 units. Number 3, you have to find his bill if he uses 370 units. $7 is a fixed charge plus 5.2 cents per unit. George,
$1,931.
say that again.
Sorry. $26.24.
$26.24? Yes. Don't forget 5.2 is in cents, so you have to change it to dollars. So it will be 0.052. Number 4. Any volunteers for number 4? Daniel?
30 kina.
30 kina, $30. Okay, last 2 questions on water bills. Make sure you take the rates. 10 kina, first 10 kiloliter is no charge. Remainder 1 kina 20 per kiloliter plus 10% VAT. And 10 kina per month is the basic charge. Okay? 2 questions.
Answer the next question. 67 days. Which one? Number 1.
Are we ready?
Yes. Barang 67, 32.
Excuse me. Who's got an answer to question 1? The water bill for the month of if 61 kiloliters of water is used. Solomon?
67 kina 32 toya.
67 kina 30 toya.
32.
All agree?
32.
67 kina, did you say 30 toya?
32.
32 toya. Who's got a different answer from this one? Kyle?
Correct there.
77 kina 32 to ya.
77 kina?
32 to ya.
32 toya. Is that the correct one? Okay, you forgot to add. Oh, some people still disagree. Yes, Jeno.
78, 32.
78? 32. Okay, it says 10 for 10 kiloliters you don't pay. So you subtract 10 kiloliters from 61 and you get 51. That's what you have to multiply by 1 kina 20. What? 61 kina 20 toya. And then you add 10 kina to it. So the actual answer is 71 kina 20 toya. Plus 10% VAT, which is plus 71.20 plus 7 kina 12 toya. It's 78 kina 32 toya. So this one is correct. Okay, that's number 1. Number 2, Agnes.
$63 kina 80 toy.
63 kina 80 toya, correct? Yes, okay. The key word to the pilot teacher is household bills. Good afternoon, class.